Let's go ahead and talk about Layflat Books. This is a really great option if you want to have something that's just a slightly lower cost point than an album. The Layflat books are great for guest sign-in books, for your weddings, your albums, maybe your newborn baby. We have two different paper types. You've got like a fine art paper that is really able to be written on, and then we have a photo paper as well. For the Layflat books, the biggest thing to take away is that there's no insert boards. So when you look at your pages here, they are going to be a little bit thinner. They're more like a cardstock type thickness, so they're just less rigid than the albums. What's really nice too is that you are going to have the similar options. You're going to have your debossing, and you're going to have the rounded cover, or excuse me, rounded page corners here that you can see on this album or this Layflat book as well. And then the biggest thing too is the end leaves here. You only have the smooth black end leaves. So again, no insert boards. So you just have those pages, and then you have the smooth black end leaves. Something to keep in mind with your Layflat books is that we do have a spread count that you can go all the way up to 40, but you do have a minimum of 10 spreads. And then the debossing options are going to be available for you as well. So this one is a beautiful custom debossing that you can add to make your Layflat book very unique. What's also really unique about the Layflat books is that they don't have the insert boards. So the insert boards are no longer going to make anything rigid here on your Layflat book. It's going to be a cardstock type thickness. So it's 2 pages that are basically glued back to back to make them a little bit thinner. So again, really great for writing on. They are a little bit slightly flimsier, but they just aren't as rigid. But these are still a really great option to offer to your clients, maybe as just a lower cost point option instead of an album. The end leaves as well here, you do have just the one option of the smooth black. Let's go ahead and go to the computer and order a Layflat book. First, you're going to go to whcc.com, and you can go under Layflat Books. On the right-hand side here, you're going to see the drop-down for your different sizes. You can make that selection, and then go ahead and hit Order Now. This is going to bring you right into the builder. Down at the bottom here, this is where you can drag and drop your images right into the editor. So let's grab a folder of images here. Once your images are loaded, now you can start with your cover here. So it's going to have the default cover option as the full material cover. But we have lots of different types. So you've got the cameo cover, the combo cover, and your photo cover options. So just go ahead and make your selection here. And if you want a full material cover, what's really great is you can click in here as the cover options, and you're going to see all of those selections here. Once you've made your option, you can go ahead and click out of it here. Just note you do also have your debossing options on the bottom. And let's go ahead and start playing around with your Layflat book. The end leaves will stay the same, so you don't need to make any changes here. You can go right into your first spread. So down at the bottom, this is where you can click on each image that you want to bring into your first spread. So you'll see that they're highlighted here. You just click and drag them right into the center workspace, and it's going to start creating different layouts that you can do with just those selections. So on the right-hand side, you're going to see all of those populate. You can start playing around, filtering through each of them, or I like to hit the shuffle button and it does it for me, and you figure out which works best for the images that you've got. You're going to continue to do this as you go through your images, so you can do a nice full frame image, you can move things around, make them bigger or smaller as needed. You're going to see that line here, so you don't have to worry about making sure that nothing important is going over that center gutter area. So again, just go down to the bottom here, make those selections, drag and drop them right into the center workspace, and it's going to populate all of those different layouts. You can go ahead and hit shuffle and move things around as needed. We'll make a couple more here, drag and drop them right in again, and move things around. What's really nice at the top here, it is going to have all of your spreads listed. So again, we have 10 spreads that you can do as the minimum for your Layflat books. Down at the bottom, they're going to be grayed out on the images that you've already used, so you don't have any duplicates. You can go ahead and just drag them in and play around creating your album, or your Layflat book, excuse me. If you happen to forget to add a spread, it is going to give you that information and let you know, like, hey, you've missed something. So the program is smart enough to let you know if you've made a mistake. Once you've finished with all of your spreads, up at the top here, you are going to be able to see, and you can move things around as needed if you needed to change the spread layout. Once everything looks great, you can go ahead and hit review, and this is going to just show you a quick brief rundown of what you've made your selections. So on the right-hand side here, you can see your size, your material options, and your paper type, and you can make any selections there. If you want to offer as a studio sample discount, you can make that selection as well. Then you can go ahead and hit add to cart, and this is going to continue onto your checkout page. So if everything looks great, proceed to checkout, and then you can go ahead and if you want to add a drop ship it and place it right to your order, or excuse me, if you want to add a drop ship to your order and send it right to your client, and you'll also have the pricing and everything listed here. If everything looks great, go ahead and hit place your order.